Hello. Okay. Hi. We're gonna start now. Welcome, everyone. KL office and all our traders signing in from Singapore. Welcome. I'm David. Okay. Who you see right in front of you is Seafood that's gonna talk today. John. Okay. He's gonna share with you trading to win in financial markets. How to become a smart trader. So we're going to spend about 2 hours this morning, and thank you everyone for taking time during your Saturday to attend this session. We'll share some invaluable insights, okay, on how to trade to win. Okay, very important, trade to win, not trade to lose. Okay, so I shall not, take more time. I'll pass the session over to John. Okay, John.
Okay, David, thank you. Happy morning, everybody.
Happy morning.
First of all, let me apologize a little bit because I'm affected by the glare. My eyes are not so distinct, but it's okay. What I'm saying that, pardon me if I twitch my eyes a little bit, So just let you know, affected by the glare. But having said that, I will try my best to overcome this. Let me start by welcoming everybody and to let you know a very brief thing about myself. Just next slide. As you can see, in the past, I've conducted, I would say, around 300 seminars around the country. But just let you know that as a broker before, I learned many things from clients who make money and most of the clients who lost money. And I've picked up a lot of ideas and information that may be of value to you. But today is not about myself. It's about every trader. Okay? I hope that you can benefit, take away some of the special, good, and some secret ideas and information about trading that could assist you overcome your challenges in the market, and at the same time, help you to be a better trader and market performer. Okay, so I will start by just mentioning what Charles Darwin quotes. He said, "The survival of the species is not because you are the strongest or the most intelligent, but the one who is able to adjust and adapt to changes." So if you want to survive as a trader, let alone make a lot of money, you have to learn how to adapt and change according to the changing circumstances and dynamics of the market. Right? Then only you can consider yourself as a smart trader. Smart traders are not born, they are made. You can learn all the PhD degrees in the university. It is of no value in the real world if you do not know how to adapt to the real life experience and situations in the market. I have learned this the hard way. Some of you are going through some huge challenges, but let it be said that here you may have been a boy. Now we are going to make a man out of you, or a lady, if there's a girl here. So hopefully you will take what's good and see how you can apply. Right? Next. Now, all of you know who Warren Buffett is. He is famous as a guy who really was at one time the richest man in the world. You see, there is a theory that if you want to be the best beggar in the world, what do? Follow and learn from the best beggar in the world, then you will be a good beggar, the best. So if you want to profit, you obviously want to emulate those people who has proven that they can make money. Okay? So the words that they speak has lots of wisdom in reality that can be used in reality. So Warren Buffett, although he don't dabble in derivatives, is a business person. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. There's a lot of power in these words. How many of you want to make money? Show hands. Nobody wants to lose, right? Unless you come from a loser school. Next, please. Another guy who has proven at one time, who is a legend in the derivatives market, is George Soros. He says what? It's not whether you are right or wrong that's important, but how much money you make when you are right, and how much you lose when you are wrong. Next. John Law says, of course, I also have to add.
You didn't put a picture.
Yes. To profit in any financial market, you must be willing to lose, but to lose very small when you are wrong, and to make more when you are right, and to win in more trades and lose in less trades. If you can master this strategy over a period of time, your profits will outweigh your losses. Basically, trading is a venture based on mathematics, physics, etc. So the subject or the theme today is how to trade to win. Simple. Buy low and sell high. Correct? But the $1 million question is, when is low and when is high? Right? If it's so simple, everybody can make it, right? Without batting an eyelid. The next. When is low and when is high? By the end of today's session, I hope you will be able to answer this question and become winners and not whiners, in the market. You keep on whining, I lost this lah, ayo. Huh? No need to call for your dad, no need. All right, no need. Okay, I'm going to start off with a question to all of us here. What is trading to you? What it means to you now? I put a few answers there. Is it an investment? Is it speculation? Is it trading? Is it hedging? Is it gambling? You're smiling, no? Okay, a game or entertainment. Anybody you got the answer?
Investment and trading to me.
Investment and trading, huh? Okay. Anyone else? You have not thought about it? It's your profession.
Trading.
Trading, huh? Okay.
Freedom.
Freedom. That's a esoteric dream, huh? Which is good. In normal book theory, they say trading is a form of speculation. If you have learned and mastered how to speculate, you can consider an investment. Correct? And of course, trading is trading. There are people who trade to hedge their portfolio, to manage risk. Okay? But I can tell you, the majority of traders out there, they are basically heads I buy and tails I sell. They're gambling. I look at it from the right perspective. If there are a lot of gamblers out there, and we know the law of gambling, most of them will what? Lose. So because there are so many gamblers, if you adopt the proper methodology, okay, take calculated risk with some sound management of money and some guidelines, laws, rules that work, you can make a lot of money. Right? Obviously, also there are people out there who treat it as a game, a video game, so to speak. Correct? Yeah. So it's a form of entertainment. These guys don't mind losing, but we are more smart trader, right? We want to make. Actually, the right approach to take in trading is to treat it as a business. You would agree with me?
Yes.
So a business, you have to approach it seriously. Okay? Losses may be considered part of the expenses. In business, if you lose more and make less, what is going to happen? You will be wound out, right? So here in trading is similar. We're keeping score. We want to profit more and manage the risk to be less. Next, please. The philosophy of trading, there is a philosophy. You must have the right mindset as a foundation stone if you want to be successful. You have to ask yourself a question: why do you trade? Are you prepared to commit to work hard and persevere? I would like to add, not only work hard, but to work smart. Are you willing to endure pain, learn from your mistakes, and continuously improve through reading, research, coming for training classes, thinking, planning? Okay? Etc. Next, please. One of the key ingredients for becoming a successful trader is, as human beings, you all know, we are very fragile and weak in our emotions. So learning to control emotions, the key, the kunci to success. You see this on the left there? The other guy is so gung-ho, right? But the other guy is fearful. Okay? You can be fearful, you can be gung-ho. But again, you must know how to control your emotions. Dude, I know the building is on fire, but I'm using John Johnson's sports betting system. And I'm on a winning streak. I can't leave now, even though the building is on fire. Okay, next. So come back to the time wisdom, immemorial wisdom to be a master trader. First, you must be a self-master. If you cannot control your emotions, if you cannot master yourself, basically, you will continue to struggle in the market. Next. So I want to add here, it is all not by me. This I've extracted through my research. Many of us want to be millionaire overnight in the market. But the experts say there is no shortcut to success in making money in markets. Rome was not built in a day, right? Basically, we have to go through 4 stages of learning and skill development. Number 1, you don't know what you don't know. Number 2, you don't know, you know what you don't know. Next, you know and can trade, but you have to think about it or even seek somebody's opinion. And the last one is you know and can trade and you just do it. Now, all of us here fit in one of these categories as a trader. You have to honestly assess yourself where you are. But you have to move up the ladder. Is there people who don't know what they don't know? I hope we are not at that stage, huh?
No matter what, don't take out the angle.
But some of you may know what you don't know, right? Which is good. At least you are aware and you will do something to learn. All right, next. So you can see, I stress boys and men, amateurs and professionals. Okay? Professionals focus on what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, and they just do it. In any field of endeavor, to be a champion, you have to go through these stages. Okay? Next, please. So, saying that Rome was not built a day, successful traders are not born, so there is no express lift to the top. You need to use the staircase step by step. There is no shortcut. Okay? All right. Next, please. Now, how do winners trade? Today's theme is about winning. So we start a little bit. Now, this is not the be all or end all of everything about winning. I'm just putting a little bit of my slides, which I had. They start small and graduate to bigger position size as their skill, confidence, and capability develops. It's normal, right? You can only carry 1 sack of rice, but you want to carry 5 sacks of rice, you may collapse, for example. They trade objectively, not emotionally. These are the traits that you have to think about if you want to be on the winner's circle, on the winner's side. You have to be objective. You all heard there's a lot of irrationality in the market. Correct? You cannot be also part of that crowd. Irrational behavior, reckless behavior of trading, making foolish decisions. You are going to get bad results. They do their homework and have devised proper trading plans and strategies to enter and exit the market. They do not follow the crowd, but think independently. One of the greatest traders in the world in history, called Jesse Livermore. He made 4 fortunes and he busted 4 fortunes. But at the end, the story is not very nice. He went to a hotel and shot himself. He had an illustrious, successful life. Okay? But ended with a gunshot to his head. All because the last loss he made, he listened to a friend who told him to hold on his position, a lost position.
What is the story?
You know?
I don't know.
You don't know. Let me read it out. I always say opinions are the cheapest commodity. No risk. Anybody can say buy, sell. After that, you struggle with your situation. So you have to learn how to graduate yourself to the one that can think independently. Right? Even noise affect me, to be very frank. When I'm trading, I want to fall in love with the market. And the market will love me back. Correct or not?
Right. And one day you get a new thing, the
Yes, you notice that,
I
huh?
noticed that. Don't get this.
Ah.
I see him very
You see pilot using something like that,
Yeah, the white was
otherwise they will go deaf. Okay? Or the plane will crash. Okay. They make more than they lose. You see, I keep on emphasizing this is, you have to repeatedly emphasize to yourself. Why I say it? Because of my past experiences also. I went through these challenges. Okay? Now you can learn from people who have gone through. They take responsibility for their actions. They don't blame Achong, your father, your mother, or your uncle. They don't blame each other because ultimately you are in the driving seat. Your decision you make will determine. I think last meeting I mentioned, if you want to cross the road, Jalan Bangsa, what do?
look left and right.
Look right, look left. Not enough. Look right, look left again. Clear? Walk past. But once you reach the end, lightning strike, bam. That one is unlucky. But yes, that's a very rare occasion. But at least you cross the road safely. Trading is also a thoughtful act. You cannot simply tembak. You have to look right. You have to look right. Okay? Then you can survive and make. All right? Winners believe in constant learning to cope with changes in market dynamics. Of course, there are thousands of teachers out there. If you follow the wrong teacher, what happens? It just reminds me, in the past, I learned all this, not only in trading, in life itself. You know, the story of there's abundant food here. Then there are caterpillar. You know caterpillar? Caterpillar look for food. But then he meet another caterpillar. So what he do is, he just follow his. And then this guy also met another caterpillar. And then he just follow him. All right? He met another caterpillar, he just follow. And then another one. Oh, okay, now they are going. They're playing the world's most unrewarding game. Follow the follower. Follow the follower. All of them were done. Because the food, abundance of food is just inches away. All you need, one guy. Break this chain and move here. The rest want to go around in circles, let it be. The world is like that. Okay, so you must know how to use your good senses to know where is the food. Okay, so if you don't know, you have to learn how to locate the food. All right, next please. So trading philosophy, there's a philosophy in trading because trading is part of life. Trading success lies in the mind and the right decisions made by the individual. You not only have to make a decision, but you have to make the right decision. Because at the end of the story, you will only end up with two end results only when you take a position. You are either going to win or lose. No draw. As they are brokerage, another cost of trading. Okay. Some of us trade, we worry about the brokerage. Hey, the broker we go through also need to earn some income. Don't calculate brokerage as your profit. It's incidental. You have to pay brokerage. Otherwise, you've got no trading platform. So we have got good rates. You should look for absolute overall profits. Because the more you think about commission, then you forget about the trading process. If you can make 1 bit more, I always trade palm oil, I say, I make 1 ringgit more only. I will have covered my cost already. Is that a lot? I don't know yours, how many pip, maybe half the decimal of a pip. So don't worry. You worry about how to make money. How to. Another story. This farmer had a piece of land. And he was on the tractor working on the land. And then another neighbor farmer passed this month. Nothing happened, right? Then the following month, or a few months, the same neighbor farmer passed his land and he saw, wow, such a beautiful garden and farm full of vegetables, fruits, and flowers and all that. Then he said, wow, God have this neighbor farmer say, God has certainly blessed you with a beautiful farm. Lots of fruits, vegetables, abundance to harvest. But this tractor said, friend, you do not know. Before this, God had all this land to himself. Meaning what? This farmer had to work and toil on this land to make it productive, right? You think it just happened? Boleh tak? It cannot happen. Please. So in our business, we basically are thinking about profits, loss, risk, in a sense, right? Besides others, methods of trading, things like that. Okay, continue please. The important reminder which I want to emphasize, regardless of what method you use, investors, traders, business owner need a plan that maximizes profits and minimizes losses. The key to making money is to control losses. This is the key in trading. Who was the guy? I cannot remember now, who said, if you do not want to take small losses, sooner or later you will take the mother of all losses. You want the mother, you better only stick to the daughter, don't you get the Okay, next please. So this guy, you see, I took this from an advert. It looks cute. Looks like you. Are you sure you have not eaten already? Okay. Now I want to share with you these drawdown effects. You all should be thankful to talk infinity. You know, if you just have a certain amount of capital yourself, and then you trade, assuming you lost 5% on your capital, and you don't have any additional, what is the next trade you need to gain to recover your loss? You calculate, huh? If you lost 10% of your capital, how much the next trade you need to gain to recover your capital? Assuming you reach 30% of drawdown, and that's all you have, that's the balance only. Say you got 10,000 and you lost 3,000, you got 7,000. So how many percent you need to recover to get back to the original? 42%. Think about it now. You all are very fortunate. Company still back you up. So you must treasure it. I try not to lose my capital, because that is one of the number one rule foreign doctors say, don't lose money. I try to follow. Okay, next. So trading, I mentioned, is about mathematics and physics. Okay, so let's say you trade in 10 trades. David mentioned to me and others, all you need to look for one good trade. And then next time look for one good trade. And then the next time one good trade. Well, make sure the trade is a winner. Not a bad trade. Okay, so let's say we have 10 trades because there's always a law of average in trading. How many here have not lost in any trade? Please raise your hands.
Never lost. Anybody never lost.
Anybody have lost? So far?
Never lost. Because he told you never.
You never lost, ah?
I got lost lah. Say you only.
He dream of not losing. Ah. Even the best trader in the world accept. Okay? Otherwise, you are the greatest liar. Anyway, let's say we have 10 trades. 5 trades we won, USD 600. So it becomes 3,000. Out of average 10 trades, 5 trades we lost, 50-50. But we kept our loss at 200. Are we all right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, right? Let's say we trade 7 trades we won. Each trade 300 USD. But we trade 3 trades. But we lost USD 1,005. What's the outcome? Negative, right? Is it good? So, some of us always want to be right and lose money. If you trade 3 trades, you win 1,000, and 7 trades you lost. Some of the best traders also in the world of fund managers may lose more than they win, but their profit outweigh their losses. It's so important in business. So remember, that's why it's always prudent to hold on. That's why we emphasize all the top traders have made different methods of or strategies of trading. But on one thing they are in agreement. Keep your loss small. Right? We not only have to say it, we have to do it. You can say anything. I want to diet because I want to look good for my future, right? Then suddenly one big cake comes and then the chocolate comes. Wow.
Very nice.
You forgot already. No. That's why as we move on, we realize discipline is another trait of good, successful traders. Next, please. So the mathematics of futures trading, it is not a matter of winning every trade, but more importantly, net profitability after a series of trades is the key to trading success. I love to trade and make more all the time. I also trying to be a bit perfect. Most of my trades are profit. But if I can make more on the winning trades, then the profit will balloon more. See, so this is it's a challenge. But I also understand and be realistic. Huh? Okay. Next one, please. See, Warren Buffett again. Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. Some of us are afraid to enter the market. Normal. But because we may not know what to do, we are not able to plan a more concrete plan to execute when the signal comes. Will you agree with me that every day there are opportunities to profit? Yes. It's only I'm not on the boat when the boat is starting to move. Or I'm on the wrong boat that's going the other direction. Okay? So there are a certain common sense. thing. Look at Warren Buffett. He said, look at fluctuations as your friend rather than your enemy. A lot of us, when we lose, damn the market. You know, we scold the market, isn't it? I told you, love the market. Then he will love you back. If you fight him, you're gonna get voila. He punish you. How much pain you can bear. The threshold of pain of every dealer will ultimately knock the real sense into themselves and they will change. But don't reach until you almost no more breath. You know, it's not whether you are right or wrong that's important, but how much money you make when you are right and how much you are wrong. Okay, I'm going to share a secret with you all. All right, disclaimer, you must not share with anyone else outside. Those who didn't come here also cannot benefit. Learn from one of the trader, I don't know who I read somewhere. Okay, ask you a question first. Why do you lose money? Answer? Who said? You said what?
Because you're wrong.
You're wrong. Anyone else have other answer?
Greedy.
Greedy. Come on. Fear. You make money all the time, is it? You're wrong. You read somewhere. Huh?
No.
The real reason, a lot of people give excuse. Oh, no lah, I'm greedy lah, I'm fearful lah. The market is no good lah. Somebody told me to long or short. But the truth, this is Mahaguru wisdom. You lose money because you are on the wrong side of the market. And many of us continue to be on the wrong side of the market. Hey, market is only 3 directions. In fact, only 2. Either higher, lower, or sideways. But it's not so straightforward as vertical up or vertical down. In between, there are a lot of activity. If you think deep, trading could be simplified based on this basic understanding. But we want to be hero, right? Heroes die young. Market going up, we want to short. Market going down, we want to. So, funny, right? So, you want to be on the wrong side of the market or the right side of the market?
Right side.
If you're on the right side, the chances are you will not lose much also, actually. This is a secret I'm telling you, nobody will teach you this. They will say, hey, price high or low? Can buy, can sell. Correct? Later I will add on this idea. Like anything, when you go on holiday, do you all think of how to plan, what to bring? Anybody been on holiday lately? No. Okay. So When you want to go on holiday, wow, you will plan a lot of things, you do a lot of preparation, But when you do trading, do you plan as seriously? At least sit down with a piece of paper and do some thinking. Can you build a house without a plan? Cannot, no? That's why we got architects and engineers, right? Otherwise, your house, when you build it, will collapse. So this is without saying. Some people think it's a lot of chore, a lot of problem. I thought about this years when I was a young trader also. Same, but the wisdom has taught you need planning. You cannot base on your hunch, your impulses, your feeling. Some of us still trade on hope, right, today? I'm sure you can see some of us hope to make money. Cannot. All the successful traders in the world have some plan. Before they enter the market, they already know how much they're going to lose. For example, if you don't have that plan, then you will be what we say, you will hesitate to take a loss, for example. Hesitation is very costly. This market got no mercy, It's not like the olden days. I have gone through quiet market also, even so boring. But now, friend, it's not up, it's down. If it's sideways also, it's very choppy. And after that, it will break. So this is the dynamics of the market today. So the survival of the species is not because of intelligence or strong. It's the ability to adapt to change. And these are timeless rules that you must follow. Otherwise, you cannot base on gut feel when you trade the market. Cannot. No way. Trading system. You need a system. If I were to add what the experts say, you need a trading edge system so that you can beat the crowd, so to speak, right? If you have an average system like others, then you make and lose and make and lose. You get excited today, tomorrow you get what they call you suffer quietly. That's not a good system. If it needs to be tweaked, you need a trading edge. Trading edge means whatever the market moves, you are more able to capture the winning trade. Okay, next please. So trading plan, most traders don't plan to fail. Who wants to fail here? Nobody, right? But we fail to plan. Trading without any plan is like driving cross country without a map. The chances are good that the trader will never reach his destination, which in the case of futures is to move in and out of a position and earn a profit. Without a trading plan, the venture may be classified more like taking a gamble in the market. Anyone gamble in the market? We may be unconsciously gambling if you don't have it. You laugh, huh? Don't gamble. All right, gamble. You're bound to lose. Okay. A well-planned system is the trader's fine line of defense against the three worst enemies of a successful trading professional. What is the enemy now? Fear, greed. David always emphasize ego. Right. Even I'm wrong, so I still believe I'm right. Market tell you I'm wrong, you still believe you're right. So you have what? The sense of denial, for example. Okay? But But if you have a plan, you can sleep well.
So that's a good.
Are you sleeping well today?
In last 2 days, yes.
Okay, good. Because you're not trading, is it? Okay, next. Okay, no sensible person will have to build a house. Trading is a serious business. Yet many traders try and succeed by flying by the seat of their pants. Okay, next please. Design a high probability. This is my favorite. Keep it simple. Sometimes I mentioned you don't need a PhD or rocket scientist to profit from the market. That's why turtle system works, right? They can engage anybody and train them with the system, but they follow with discipline and they will profit. You can be taught that. Right? So it covers the market that you trade, what to buy, long or short, how much position size you need to go in. If you plan this in advance, okay, not while you are trading, then you start thinking, hey, how much I should go in, how much I don't know. It becomes you are lost already. Okay, because the market have no time for you to decide. Exit, when to get out. Entry, when to buy or sell. Exit, when to get out in a winning position. You also must know how to get out. In losing position, we all put stop loss. Okay, stop. If you don't put, problem. But if you put, but now you're winning. Oh, you think easy? There is a way. What's the point if you are right and you don't know how to take profit? Let me tell you, whether you take small profit or large profit is still a profit. If you have been right in your timing and been coming out with too early, say, then you adjust accordingly. Some people go in at the wrong time and they make very little profit and the market turn. So most of the time they stop out. So they have to adjust their entry now. So buy low, sell high. But you cannot buy at the lowest and sell at the highest. Who can do that only? Okay? Because we are going to make profit somewhere in between. Some may buy at the lowest, but they still lose money because the market decides to go lower. So it doesn't mean you will guarantee what I'm trying to say. A previous low may not be a future low, or previous high may not be a future high. Okay? All right. How to construct? Okay, this one is you just put some thought on the market you wish to trade in and focus. If you can focus on one, if you are successful, you can focus on 2 or 3. Okay. Then determine your time horizon, day trade or position trade. Okay, nowadays, I tell you, in the olden days, like during turtle time, you can do position trade because the trend really continues. But nowadays, when we talk about trend, it may be 3 days trend, 1 week trend, and then the market have the other way trend. Yeah. Okay, although you learn, trade with the trend is your friend, but you don't know how to dance according to the market's change. All your profit also will be gone. Right? We are not here for entertainment. We all want to make profits every day if we can. If you do day trade, use intraday chart and indicators. I emphasize indicators. Some of you may not realize it's important. We go back to the basics. Why are there indicators? The top billionaire traders also use, but they don't tell you. Okay? So you decide capital, position size, profit-taking plan, stop loss, drawdown. And the key word here is you must strictly be disciplined to execute the above. Ultimately, all your plans will come to nothing if you don't strictly observe. That's why there are certain timeless rules, laws, commandments, wisdom, plan of action that must be executed. Otherwise, one day you may be doing very well. The next day you don't discipline. It's all gone, right? It's very hard to see your P&L have like a roller coaster ride like that, you know. This is important. Next, please. Okay, I don't want to go through again. Evaluate your system, improve on your system. Okay, next. Okay, now we come to price forecasting. I have a friend, an elderly man, very successful businessman. But when he trade the stock market, he looked at the moon and the stars. Someone taught him, and he believes it's accurate. I cannot explain. He really believes in the astrology. He said, okay, maybe it applies to the stocks he is picking. All right. So the question is, can we predict future prices? Now I'm asking you. Can? Okay. Can you predict the weather tomorrow? Okay. Okay. Predict, you know, that means this will happen. Huh? So, in a while, I will share with you some approach in trading that is not taught in the university, but in the school of HK. Where is that? Hong Kong. Hard knocks. This is from the school of hard knocks. Hong Kong never teach you this. The Hong Kong University teach you when supply is a lot, sell. When supply is low, demand high, buy. But I traded red bean market at one time. Plenty supply of red bean in Japan. I short the market because I learned economics. It goes up, oh, that short, I get better price. Short some more. So much supply in Nihon Shinbun, Kaizen Shinbun, the paper in Japan say plenty of stocks in the market. Red bean. You know Japanese like to make cakes? Red bean cake. I short some more. Whoa. Everything. That short. Next day open, limit up. Next day open, limit up. 6 days limit up. I want to cut loss also, I cannot cut loss. So we get what we call over loss. Not only you lose everything, you have to pay the broker some more money. Happen, we don't know when. But I am an economic student, not very obedient. Supply plenty. Short lah. I kena short.
But then the Yakuza, right? Squeeze the market.
Yes. Because I don't know. There's such a group called the Yakuza, the Japanese secret society, who is buying unlimited contracts. And as you all know, futures contract has an expiration period. You buy, you either deliver or you take delivery. This Yakuza had so much cash to pay and take delivery and put in the warehouse. That's why all the warehouse in Japan are full. But they take delivery. Now you are shorty. Where you got red bin? What have you got to do? You have to turn by. Everybody turn by. Because you are a speculator. You don't have a farm or red bin. That lesson taught me not to rely unduly on fundamentals. If the market is showing a different, because we do not know the invisible hands in the market. You believe there's an invisible hands in all the financial markets here?
The sentiment, you see?
Huh?
The sentiment.
Sentiment?
Yeah. There's a called sentiment.
This is not sentiment. These are people with strong hands, with big funds, who moves market and make money.
Should they be in jail?
Not Soros is one of them.
Oh yes, he make 1 billion a day.
As long as he trade by the rules, it's okay. Correct or not? In trading, you got money, you can place order, right? You wrong, you pay up margin. As long as you trade by the rules. So it's not an offense. So there are people now in CPO, in gold, in whatever. Of course. So you have to be smart, you see. When the train coming in front of you, you still want to be hero and walk in front of the train. Friend, that's not wise. Sometimes it takes common sense only in trading. But common sense is not so common, right? Because in school, people never tell you, admit you are wrong. I goofed it. You wrong also, you say, no, I'm right. In the university, they never teach you this. They say, if you fail, pick yourself again. You can do it. In trading, we have to face the reality. If I made a mistake, if I'm wrong, admit it. The sooner you admit it, the faster you will learn. Because this is not taught in school. The day I admitted fundamentals, you know, I laugh at my friend, you know, he was reading the book on technical analysis. I say, hey, throw the book in the basket, man. Because I'm an economics professor now. In the end, he has the last laugh. And I vow to study everything I can about technical because I don't have a master. That is why I look at any chart. I can tell you the psychology. I won't be easily fooled by these insiders. Sometimes in Chinese we say, hey, going up, the fundamental, hey, boleh you, boleh. Cannot believe, tak boleh percaya. Bila you punya wang semua habis, you percaya lah. So how many of you come from university? Most of us, right? The University of HK, you must treasure because every experience you go through is a lesson. All right. So you need laws and rules of proper trading to win. Okay. I said if you can find someone who always lose money, just do the opposite of that person and you will surely make money. Can find them. Those you look at each other, I don't know. Those who do not know who the fool is probably the fool. You see, they took a monkey, I don't know whether the experiment was in Russia or where. And they put the stock, company stock on the board. And then against 10 analysts who study economics, quantitative analysis, and all that, qualitative analysis, and come out and say, okay, this stock buy, this stock sell. So all the academicians, all right, or the economists selected. But this monkey, they just tested, pop, he throw the dart, hit, okay, buy, hit, okay, buy. At the end of the experiment, who made the most money? The monkey. So be careful, too much knowledge is dangerous. Too little also dangerous. Both ways. See, a fool can make money in the market, but no fool can make money, the keyword, consistently. Right? Anybody can make money. Even you guess also up or down, you can make. Then you also must learn how to keep the money, right? Don't let your profits, the next rule I want to share.
Secret to consistency.
Secret to consistency. That one coming. Coming. The icing on the cake. All right. What I wanted to say just now.
Thanks.
Okay, next. All right. They will come back. Good question. Anyway, understanding trends and fluctuations. All right. These are basic, You go back to basic. If you study chart analysis, you are basically studying the patterns, the formation, the trends, uptrend, downtrend, sideways. Then you got support, resistance, okay? Things like that. All right? But again, I emphasize the particular product that you trade in has its own behavior and character. It's not what the book teach you. The book will tell you uniformity. No, that's the book. But in real life, we are in life market. You have to understand the nuances, the behavior. We call it the peculiar behavior of that product. That means, so to speak, you need to understand the behavior of this animal. Right? We say animal, but actually it's not now. Of course, there are people who trades in that market who has this type of behaviors that creates the prices, official prices, that creates the pattern. Right, next please. Now, one thing I remember, these are basic theory. Market is uptrend. Now, trend, as I qualify, it can be a day trend, it can be a swing trend, it can be a short term. I don't want to talk long term now because the market dynamics can go 3 days up and then the next 3 days down 100%. Right? So you must learn when you are right how to take profit and return. Don't hope. The dangerous word, hope, become hopeless. Okay, next please. See, this is a chart of palm oil index, Malaysian index last time. You notice the direction if it's in an uptrend. It is, if you look at the chart, this is another secret I detected. I detected this because I look at hundreds of charts. Every day I draw with my hand 32 charts. And every day I look at the chart. Sometimes on my bed I look. And there's a very flat all on my face, and I sleep. That's why you all must learn. I teach you how to draw the chart. Open, high, low, close. You can draw a candle. Then you will not forget. Now most of us are just looking at the platform. No need. Well, anyway, this is just to tell you that in the uptrend, it goes from bottom left to top right. Same principle, the high is broken, the low gets higher, right? Dr. Bruce Gold said, I trade the market by looking at the market from the perspective of line. I just find where the line is going and I just follow. He wrote the commodity trading manual. He's one of those turtle trader type. Next, please. Okay, next, please. You can see these are actual, ups and downs in trend. Okay. Next. Now, I won't touch on fundamentals. All I will say is good to know the fundamental of the product. But in terms of trading, fundamentals do not tell you when to buy or when to sell, when to take profit or when to cut loss. So take note of that. Right? Okay, next, please. Now, I want to emphasize charting. All the fortune you're going to make, you're going to see low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low. The swing, whether it's a big swing or a small swing. All right. John Murphy wrote a book, Technical Analysis of Financial Markets. He says, when you study a chart, the technician believes that everything that can possibly affect the market price of a product, whether it's a fundamental reason, a political, psychological, or otherwise, is actually reflected in the price of that product. It follows, therefore, that a study of price action is all that is required. By studying price charts and supporting technical indicators, the technician lets the market tell him which way it is most likely to go. How many of us are telling the market where to go? The chartist knows there are reasons why markets go up and down. I also read. He just doesn't believe that knowing what these reasons are is necessary to win. I added the word to win. You need to be on the right side of the, not right side of the fundamental. For example, your fundamental may be discounted, or you may affect the market in future, whatever. All right. So to be a trader, winning trader more than you lose. Okay, next please. So basic understanding of technical analysis. You are trading trend, which I call swing, patterns and formations, support and resistance levels. Okay, etc. Next. Now, I'm going to share 5 high probability winning method or system. It's only basic, but my friend, to make money, you don't need sophisticated tool unless you are good at programming and elbow or whatever. Quantitative analysis. I have learned now how to keep it simple. What's KISS stands for? KISS? Huh? KISS stands for? KISS.
Stands for KISS. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it short and sweet.
Keep it short and sweet, right?
It's actually keep it simple and there's a dollar sign there. All right. Now, I share with you this, but it's so simple. If you do not have a good winning system, Try if you want. Nothing to lose. If your system is good, maybe you can incorporate the ideas to make it more powerful. When we start in the market, there were no computer, so we have to draw the chart with our hand. I got one room full of charts until during the pandemic, I decided to just throw it all away, except I kept one. I was thinking of bringing, but I didn't bring. But anyway, candlestick pattern and color. If you study the candlestick, now we have the American style is green and red. Later I will show you all the charts. We are going to go through the chart of the product you trade, and you will see whether can use or cannot. So if you can recognize candlestick pattern and color, I have a friend who made 20 million in our market by using just candlestick and color. He bought an 11 million house in Tarabangsa. Okay. Bullish and okay, the one is color. I have mentioned this in our meeting. Now, if you can take a chart, later I'll show you. If you see more support at the bottom and the green color comes up, there's a higher probability it will move up. If at the top, if it turn down, there's a higher probability. Of course, we have false signal, traps, I call it traps, that you have to watch. That one I cannot teach you here. I only alert you. Like yesterday, palm oil got many intraday traps, but it didn't trap me.
Nice.
I managed to realize it's a trap. So at least I got some profit. Now, bullish and bearish features. Most of us like to say, how you see the market? High already, low already. That's the old method, you know, of stock market traders. Your stock very cheap, low already.
Correct.
After that, lower still. And then become PN what?
17.
17. So the way to look at the market is from the bullish or bearish feature. That means, has the market got strength against weakness? If you are strong, do you see a doctor? No. If you are weak, when you are strong, you can stand straight upright. When you are weak, you have to lie down on the bed. So the analogy in the market is, if the market has got strength at a certain point, there's a likely higher probability it will continue higher. Until, you see, it comes to physics, Newton's law. A body in motion remain in motion until opposed by an opposing force. So there are physics involved. So support and resistance break out. Sometimes it spans itself in a congested manner. Finally, one side will be the dominant force. Okay? So I refer to chart now. Let's see, we go to a chart now. This is palm oil. Can you see the top points? Pick the product that you trade in. Look at the chart. When you say back test means you can look at the pattern of the past falls to look for selling feature, bearish feature. And at the bottom, look for buying support feature. Can you see at the top when it dropped? More green or red? Can see or not? At the top, when the market dropped, do you see more red bar or green bar? At the bottom, when it goes up, do you see green or red? We are not colorblind, right? This is called naked chart lah. Some of you are using naked chart, I think. Huh? But your chart got no color one. So I don't know how you do, but to me, green is strength, red is weakness. Okay, next. Okay, what I do is that I believe in some filter. I use some technical indicator to sort of confirm that that market is in that direction. Now, you don't have to follow me. All right? But if you want to do a bit of a home study on the tool I use, I put it on my chart. I know how to use, just like you use a hammer to knock the nail in the wood, man. But if you don't know how to use a hammer, you will hit your hand, right? So same like tools. It's a tool. If you know how to use it, it can tell you something. At least you got some confirmation, and there are some repetition. Okay, next is MACD, momentum, and stochastic. I caution you against stochastic. I caution you against moving averages or MACD, because we always say it's a lagging indicator. But if you know how to use, it's a bullish or bearish indicator.
Like stochastic.
Yeah, but stochastic is quite dangerous, if it's trending. Stochastic is good only in ranging market. Take note,
Is there any good the settings for like?
This is default one. Any platform will give you the. You can use it, no need to tweak. Unless you are expert, you want to have your own parameters.
Some adjust it for lower time frame.
No need. If it don't show you, don't use it. I use stochastic to when to take profit, not when to enter. That's for your information. Okay. Because there are weaknesses in technical tools, in the sense that some are lagging, some are. So you must know how to use. Okay, next please. This is what? Gold. No. Okay, next. This is the hourly chart. You see, I bought there yesterday. Can you see that point there? At the high, at the left hand side, near the top. I bought here.
This 5 minutes chart.
5 minutes.
Yes.
But it dropped. I was ready to cut, but I smell something, because my indicator all indicate still support. You see the MACD? See the momentum is above the. Where's the mouse? Here. Yeah, the momentum. See? Can you see?
No, I cannot see the amount.
That's the mouse.
Yeah, there.
That's
Okay.
Where?
Yeah. Momentum. Even see it now.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Can you see the MACD here?
Crossover.
It is still positive, right?
Oh yeah.
Can you see the momentum is still positive? But stochastic is overbought lah. So these are trend indicator. So I think this is a false signal. I could have taken profit, but I decided once. Okay, if it dropped, then I cut. But if it didn't, it went up. I took my profit somewhere here. That's it.
What do you call it?
If you
This is what gold. This is gold, See, many of us think, hey, MA cannot work. You don't know how to use. If you look at gold with MA, you should be short on a rally. This is a special indicator my friend who is a professional trader in CPO. She used this very successfully. You see, even the market is going down, it never tell you uptrend. It is still downtrend. You must know how to use it, huh? Even the MACD. Never change, right? Even the momentum.
What is more?
Momentum is below the 100 line. Of course, it can have a reaction, technical rebound, but in trend, again, the red bar is overwhelming the green bar. Okay, it paused for a while there. Here, of course, at that point, here. So you have to be careful. Next, please. This is a daily chart. Then the hourly chart. You can see the hourly chart. You use the red cross the MA, also can make money. But you must know how to take profit. Okay, this is the 1 hour. Then we got 5 minutes next time. 5 minutes looks congested, right? Okay. Okay, next one. What is this?
Crude oil.
Crude oil. Crude oil got big, nice swings, up and down, in between the very volatile noise. Now it's a bit emitting some support signal. The MACD is bullish. Even though it dropped, it don't drop much. The momentum is coming in.
Correction.
Yeah, but it has some fundamentals also there. But the bottom one hasn't shown a upward trend signal yet. So you trade within the range. Okay. Next, this is the hourly for crude oil. Right? The hourly looks buy signal at the break of the MACD, right? So if you look for setup like this for a short term, for a short swing, you cannot buy the lowest and sell at the highest, but make in between. Next is 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. So a bit positive, but staggered. Okay. Next, this is soya oil, which is a substitute of palm oil. You can see it has been declining more than rising. So every time it rises, the high is lower than the previous high.
The whole year been dropping in January.
Yeah, so you can take, when it goes up, it's temporary, then it starts to fall, you can follow the trend. Okay, this is the daily chart. Then the hourly chart also shows you incorporate some technical tools to give you the support where you should sell or buy. Okay. Next, 5 minutes. That 5 minutes, so beautiful sometimes. You look at all the red bar there. Then come to a point, oversold. Your stochastic very oversold, buy, take profit. Then it goes up. Even you miss the up, it doesn't matter. You have taken. Okay, this is for example. Next. What is this?
Soybean 1 hour.
Huh?
Soybean 1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour. Yeah. Okay, 1 hour. Next, 5 minutes. Okay, no more. Next. Okay. So now, just to continue, I'll leave the questions later. You all can ask. If you have any questions you want to ask, no problem. We try to wrap up, then you can ask questions. Larry Hyde, one of the turtle. I don't trade for excitement. I trade to win. The market will decide how much profit to give you. Only you can decide how much to limit your loss. If you let the market decide for you, it's going to be very big. The way to build superior long-term returns is through preservation of capital and home runs. Yeah, we all want to hit home runs. I also want to hit, but you have to be ready to hit when it comes. There are intermediate home runs in the sense of suddenly the price break out and move one way only, right? That's about it. Okay, next. Okay, smart trading rules to follow. Before you initiate to repeat a trade, predetermine your stop loss strategy. The word is predetermine. Before you enter the market, you must know where you're going to cut loss. There's a Japanese proverb. Those who are well prepared have won half the battle. Follow the trend. The trend is your friend. Follow the market. I like to sing the song. I will follow him.
No matter where you go.
I will follow him. No matter where he goes. The mountain so high, he can keep me away. I love you. I love you. And where you go, I'll follow. Okay, listen. Sometimes you may not understand. So do not follow the crowd. Okay? The crowd is always wrong. Let your profits run, but don't let you run away, okay? Always remember there are some wisdom. You know, people say let your profits run. You run until where? Market have to turn. Market just don't go one way. So don't let it run away. Or what you have, don't give away. See, making money is already difficult. But keeping is perhaps more difficult. All right. Control your emotions, greed, fear, and hope. Learn from your mistakes. Next, please. Millionaire Traders Investors. I wrote a book already, but not published. 30 Golden Rules of Trading. Part of it is in my book. Trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. It can be an intraday trend. It can be a swing trend. Okay. Trade the most active month. In futures, we always choose the active month. Trade on the side that is winning. If the train is going from KL to Ipoh and you want to go to Johor Bahru, you take it. No. You want to go to Ipoh, take the train to Ipoh. If you take a train that goes to Johor Bahru, it's costly. Okay? Sometimes the analogy is like that. We are going north or south. So I look at the market sometimes like that. Now it's reaching Ipoh. Is it going to Penang or not? If Penang is going to Thailand after that, after that it may go to China before it come back down to Vietnam. You know, I look at the market philosophically sometimes. But basically, when I look at the market, I am looking not with my eyes alone. I'm looking with my mind. I'm reading the psychology of the players in the market.
The third eye.
Huh?
The third eye.
The third eye. You cannot develop that unless you practice it. But still, you must exercise your risk management, for example, or how to take your profit. Correct or not? We cannot create a picture that the market must move according to what we think. Follow? So I have been humbled by the market. I will always respect the market. Remember that. Respect. Do not hold on to a losing position. And number 5, very important. Very important. Huh? I may try one position against, but then I know I will cut straight away if it doesn't work, which I did on Thursday. But I made on the other trade, but I lost on one trade, but never mind. But one friend will say, don't do it. One of the golden rule or commandments or law of trading, never add to a losing position. This method is taught by the stock market players. You don't own the bank, so you cannot average your loss. Not in futures, because futures has an expiration. So never add to a losing position. Add to a profit position is considered. That's what I did yesterday. But I didn't overcommit. That's where you have to have work. Okay, I didn't make 10,000. At least I made a bit. Right? Because you are trading on probabilities, not certainty, right? It's always probabilities, no guarantee. It will come out. But some of you think, oh, sure, must hit that point. No way, my friend. Your lessons I've taught you already experienced. It can be 1 point away from your target. Always take win profit. Let's say I aim for this amount of profit and the market gives me more. Oh, wow. Bonus. Why you want to hesitate? Take lah.
Like the news,
Like jackpot like that. I mean, it give you a lot of some. Do not form new opinions during trading hours. This I want to emphasize. You see, when we do trading, we trying to make profit, whether it's a scalping move, a swing move. So we should focus on the market behavior and try to, with your plan, you try to take advantage. It cannot be the whole day you got no opportunity to trade. It's very impossible. Unless the product you chose is really sideways totally. Then you choose another product. It's simple. Okay? So, definitely there's an opportunity. Okay? But analyze whether the market has a potential to go up or break down, for example. Okay? Look for high probability, low risk setup. That's why your trading methodology will tell you if the market is moving very strong in the uptrend and I'm shorting, that is the loser's way. To be very frank. Because you violate the rule of fighting the trend. Okay, next. Okay, this one is finished already. All right. As a trader, it is important to always follow the rules than it is to make money. We all want to make money. But to make money, you have to follow certain rules, certain principles of winning. If you follow the process, as David mentioned before, right? The rules. If you do not do that, whatever money you make, you will inevitably lose back to the market if you can't follow your rules. You know who is Stanley Druckenmiller? He's a billionaire. He's a partner of George Soros. Master traders know that ultimately it's not what set of rules you adopt but your discipline, I put there ×3 to execute them. You can have the rules, but if you don't follow the rules or you go against the rules, the result will show. So it's easy to set rules. It's easy to say, I will do it. Not easy. But to follow, that is the mark of an amateur and a professional. Right? No. This is the mark. So it's important. Trading mistakes are a fact of trading. When making mistakes is a natural course of skill development, if one has or has no earlier experience in trading, and if you have also, most of the time, you're making the same mistakes again and again. That's all. All right? The wisdom is to benefit from money lost and to not waste the lesson that it teaches. After you lost, then you give back. Then you lost, you give back. Hey, 2 kali pun cukup lah. Again, you lost, you give back. I mean, right? You have to learn something because you paid the price. Only remember not to repeat the same mistake again. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistake of others. We also can learn from others, right? Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. If it's good, good lah. But if it's bad, then you are repeating the not good outcome. Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Sir Winston Churchill. Okay. So actually, it's all up to us. Win or lose, everybody gets what they want from the market. Some people seem to like to lose. So they win by losing money, as Sikota said, another top trader. You cannot set in your mind, no, I want to lose. Somehow there's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because your action, your decision will affect. Because you are willing to lose. No, I want to win, so I will win. Because I will create that mental state of mind to win and not to lose. Anyone play badminton, football, or what want to lose? Nobody wants to lose, right? Yeah. So you play defense, then this is another secret. You attack the line of least resistance. Which is like up and up. See, the losers in the market are not psychologically prepared. All right? How psychology can impact your trading. The market is going to be very volatile today, so I better stay out. Volatility is good. Warren Buffett said, fluctuations are good.
Yes, no.
Right? You like the market to be flat? Right? So, result, mental paralysis, incapable of making a trade. Now, this trader D, I put donkey, not refer to anybody. The market is a dangerous place to invest. You are right. Because you think like that, right? But trader A, first class, the market is a safe place to invest. He's also right. Trader D, it is hard to make money in the market. He's right. So his outcome is hard to make money. Trader A, I can make a fortune in the market. You are right. Trader D, I think I could lose. And you're right, and then he lose. And trader A, I think I can win. the discipline to follow the rules, etc., etc., you are right and you will win. Whatever your mind can believe and can conceive and believe, you can achieve and follow it. Where Muhammad Ali go to the ring, he said, I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose.
Yeah, some of the video shows in the ring that when he was about to
Ah.
lose, he speak to himself. The cameraman was recording.
Right.
While he was fighting, he was saying, "You're not gonna lose."
Yeah,
We-
I'm going to
And
win,
then
I'm
like
going to
that.
whop you. That's why.
He talked to himself while fighting.
Yeah. All the top successful athletes must want to win, but they know sometimes I have to be what we call attacking. Sometimes I have to be defensive. All right, next. Okay, friend, I'm right at the end, which I always keep. Those masters always keep on time. So now I leave it for Q&A. Question and answer. Anybody, please?
Okay, so we're now open for question and answers. Our traders from Singapore, if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask the question. And of course, everybody here on the floor, you can ask the question to John. Right, so it's question time. Any questions for John?
Feel free.
What's the secrets to consistency?
Secret to consistency. First of all, you have to plan how you want to execute your buy and sell position. You have to be more right than wrong, so to speak. So you need to plan. Look at the product that you are trading. Go back in the last 3 months. Look at all the low points where at the low it start to go up. And say, I should buy here, I will make money. I should buy there, and then it goes up and make money. And then look at the top points. The psychology in the present market will be reflected in some similarity, not at the same level, but in terms of the sort of a pattern or signal of buying, buying some bullish or strong strength against bearish. So look at that point. That means you know the market you are trading in. If it has the kind of a, let's say, okay, you buy in the past, you see, but I buy the market, top hit down my stop loss and then recover up. Then you have to be careful, right? It can display a similar behavior, for example, right? Then you can maybe strategize like me. Okay, I buy, it goes down, I cut. Then it goes back up again. Originally, my idea was correct, and now it breaks the high. Okay, I buy again. I'm a trader, man. You mean one trade I trade means I go and sleep already? No, I'll be trading for 5 hours. That's why I focus on the market. If I lost, I want to capture also. I want to recover my loss, hopefully within the day. All the top professional traders do that. You see the point? So you have to learn how to be alert by following the market. Some of you got plenty of time. I see one till trade, after that you go do don't know what.
Practicing for trading while traveling.
And then
It's okay.
chit chat only. Why don't you chit chat after market hours? I mean, really. Or chit chat not in the trading room. in the pantry. I'm sorry, I have to use goggles now also to cover the noise because I want to just follow and be in love with the market. To be frank, all this is mark of trying to determine and desirous of want to succeed. All of us want to succeed, right? Want to make money more than we lose. We know the strategy already. Now we want to improve the timing skill to make consistent profit. Or in the past, you always make money, but after that, the ending story is no good. For example, that means you don't know how to take profit. You're telling the market to give you the money? No. You have to take the money the market gives you. Otherwise, he will take it back. So these are the law. Already it's difficult to pull the trigger. Somewhere you got profit, you don't want to take. What do you want? What is it that you're looking for? I don't know. Is the market going to be, after you take your profit, is that the end of the market? No, you're going to trade again, every good trade, another good trade, another good trade.
Is there anything they call how to limit over trading? Is there a term called, it's better to keep the trade less or trade when you see the opportunity? There's a term called over trading. Also, but affects me also at times.
Yes, if you are clear about the market, then you feel okay. The market is normally we lose money in more a sideways action market, right? So if you sense this is a sideways action, then you maybe limit your trade once or twice. But then when it move and going to be a trend, you also don't want to miss it, right?
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say, you have to learn how to recognize the market behavior where I should not trade too frequently because of the character. Because you want to make more when the market has a certain breakout, for example. So you let it form, okay? So you should know your product well. I know CPO is up or down and sometimes sideways only very short while. So I want to catch if it break also, you see. Otherwise it's not easy to catch also. But having said that, I will try. Only I don't trade at the end towards right to the end because it's a bit
market losing trade on the volatility when the bank open.
It's come back to the same principle. You know how to recognize the opportunity of buying chance and then selling chance, and then how to protect your risk, and then how to take your profit. Don't regret. Don't be greedy. For example, if your record shows that every time you got profit, but then in the end I gave away all my profit, so you must adjust already. Maybe you are good at entry, but then you're no good at taking profit. Is also is bad. Just like a guy who only think of making money but don't know how to put this stop loss. Then one shot loss will be too big, for example. It's self-control and understanding of the market. Maybe you need to look at the market very thoroughly and then say plan for the next day, how it's going to move, for example, and where are the chances I'm waiting for me to get how many points, for example. I know CPO is about 100 points from low to high, the average, yeah. But if I can get 30, 40 points, very good already. Very good. If I go twice or so, good already. But if I cannot get, I'll get 10 points, 20 points. As long as I'm in the money. Okay, 2 days, Monday to Wednesday, it was all going down. And then suddenly, I short, like, I have to cut loss. I short, I have to cut loss. I really get some signal. If I short again, I'm on the losing side. Now I get ready to long. For example, you sense that. Sometimes the market will tell you, now I've got a buy signal. Okay, I went in, it dropped, I cut. Then it go back up, oh, I re-enter again.
Is that psychology basically when you are trying to look for a short and then the market is going down, indirectly the psychology part of your sensing that I am supposed to long, but I'm shorting. Maybe the market is going to go the opposite, so you are using the psychology way to.
No, the market has got signal of weakness. It's going down. When I went in, I got some profit, 10 point only. I'm looking for 20 point. So it come back from profit, 10 point become loss. I better be careful already. It might take 20 point from me or 30 point. So I have to dance according to the market. It's not going down, it's going to go up. That means there's a dominant force of buying.
Being adaptive.
You see, you adapt. You have to change, you change now.
It's a skill.
It's a skill that you have to develop. Yes. I mean, sometimes you play attack, sometimes you play defense. Then you attack again, it's the same. But its market is higher, or lower, or sideways range. Okay? Take a while, after a while, but get familiar with the market. It has got, look at the market, like me, look at it for 3 hours until you sleep on the chart. Print out the chart. Okay?
Yeah.
Next, please. Any other more questions? I would like.
Yeah. Any more questions? Yeah, Singapore. If you have any questions, please do unmute and post the question.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
most welcome to shoot any questions.
Any questions? No questions is bad or wrong. I will try my best. Maybe certain things I did not cover, you would like to ask. Feel free, Singapore.
You outside anymore?
Any more question? All can make money already, can win, No question,
One question. How you exit the market? Like let's say you trade pump on
Yes.
daily got 100 piece movement, but it's not straight 100 piece.
Correct.
Maybe like 20, 50. So if you do intraday,
Yeah.
how you decide when now you want to exit the market?
I look at my indicator. If my stochastic is overbought, it is one of the factor. And I look at the swing, and I look at the behavior of the price, whether the market is resisting based on the candle. And I say, okay, take out means take out. Or it start to turn down against me, I will decide get out.
Okay.
And sometimes after I get out, it play around and it goes back up. I will re-enter the buy again.
Okay.
You understand? We are not only trading once a day, I'm trading twice or 3 times, but I can be on buying still because the signal is buy. If it's wrong, I cut.
Okay. Understand.
Understand, huh? It's a running market. I will only stop trading when the market, I don't want to trade at the end of the day only. Any more questions? Christian?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. How do I know whether, let's say I just took a trade, whatever the result is, how do I know I'm making a mistake by myself, or it's just outcome of my strategy? Because I personally do encounter that I will go into some sort of loss of blood, because for whatever has happened with my trading results, I don't know whether there's a mistake of myself or it's just part of the strategy outcome. So whether I should take my strategy or should I take myself, whether it's a mistake of myself. So quite often I get into this kind of condition. So whether it's my mistake, this is my mistake, or this is just an outcome of this so-called my trading plan. So
If I can answer correctly, let's put it this way, all of us need to tweak ourselves forever lah. I've got 40 years over experience, but I'm still tweaking myself every day because the market is dynamic. All right, but at the same time, your methodology, your system, your strategy may need to be tweaked to suit the dynamism of the market.
yeah, so here comes the thing,
Yeah.
So if I have encountered, let's say, a series, maybe not a lot, maybe just a few, then some sort of feel like maybe something wrong with my strategy already.
Alright.
So I start to tweaking it. So it might work fine, maybe one or twice, but after that it not working anymore. So this kind of situation happened like after multiple tweaking of the strategy, since I'm making a circle, something I've changed, I come to here and then I come to here. Sometimes I go back to the original,
Understand?
and then going all the way, it's like whether it's the things wrong or I'm wrong, I'm kind of lost there.
I can get your point, but if you sit down with you explain to me the thing, I can sort of diagnose the problem lah. What you say is correct. It may be maybe you I something off my mind already. You over tweaking it lah, maybe. So it's a question of what needs to be tweaked. That's why I don't know. Unless you pose the problem for me, then I can see exactly where is your buying and selling and what you are tweaking, whether you are actually tweaking the wrong thing or not. Or so it's normally if you think you're doing something correct, but then you are just adjusting. So you're trying to tweak according to the market, for example. If the strategy is sound for now and later, then it's correct lah. You're on the right. So now we are talking arbitrary. I don't know. Like a doctor, I need to examine you a bit. And then I can tell you your problem. You can tell me where I buy, where I sell, why you buy, where you sell. I can show you exactly. I can diagnose for you.
Oh, okay.
So when the time comes, you let me know.
Okay.
No problem. Normally consultation 300.
There's a bottle behind.
Underwritten by our company, but it's okay. I mean, we are here to help each other to make sure that we need profit, right? We all want to win, correct. Let the other people lose.
Exactly.
I mean,
We are top infinity anyway.
we are one. Yeah,
We are top infinity.
Top traders, alright.
hey,
Top traders, but
Yeah, correct.
behave like top traders.
your name already suggests.
Correct.
So we got a very good name. So we have to live up to that. It's a very good name, I can tell you. Infinity forever. So let us be top, not bottom, okay? All right, next question, please.
Okay, we'll open up the floor for say one last question.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're not really running out of time, but we've spent all day there. A quick call again to Singapore traders. Any questions from your side? Of course, if you have any questions after this session,
Yeah, you
always
can.
Put into the Discord. Okay, we can take questions from there. Email us or
Email
put in the chat.
David, email me. No problem. Or email me.
Okay.
Email me also.
Okay. Okay, no questions. Okay, so anyway, okay, if no questions, again, any questions can be posted anytime post this event. Thank you everyone, and especially to John for sharing his Saturday with us and sharing us all the knowledge of his last 40 years. I'm sure there's still a lot. Okay, hopefully one day we'll do more sessions with him to dig more secrets out of him. Okay.
We did low profile.
Low profile, okay, but
Anyway, I got one last story to tell.
yes, okay. Yeah, so we'll end with John telling his last story.
Okay, my last slide is about the professor and the boatman. Some of you may have heard it, I don't know. I always end up with this story. This is a story of a professor. This professor was standing on the boat. He's a boatman, you know, there's a boatman rowing the boat. He was rowing the boat from this side of the river to the other side. Okay? So he rowed, the professor was standing majestically like this and say, boatman, boatman. The professor picked up a leaf. Do you know what is the study of the leaf called? The boatman said, sorry, professor, I don't know. What's the study of leaf? The study of leaf, say botany. Right? And then suddenly the professor picked up a pebble on the boat there and asked, boatman, boatman, do you know what is the study of this rock called? The professor, he's rowing the boat now to the middle of the river. But he said, I'm sorry. He said, boatman, you don't know the study of botany or biology or about the leaf. You have wasted 50% of your life. Now you don't know the study of mineralogy, study of rocks, mineralogy. You have wasted 60% of your life. And then now it was getting dark, but the boatman was rowing the professor to the middle of the river, trying to get across the other side. And suddenly it was turning dark, evening, and the professor saw a star and asked the boatman, boatman, do you know what's the study of stars called? Boatman shook his head, sorry, sir. No. I say, that is the study of astrology. So, you don't know botany or biology, you wasted 50% of your life. Now you wasted 60% of your life because you don't know mineralogy. And now you don't know astrology, you have wasted 75% of your life. At that moment, the boatman turned to his left and he saw the reservoir dam burst. And the water was rushing down to the boat. Before the boatman dropped his oars to dive into the river, he asked the professor, Professor, do you know how to swim? I don't know. I'm sorry, sir, you're going to lose 100% of your life. So, the moral of the story, when you go and travel in the river,
Learn how to swim.
must not swim. Okay. Thank you very much for your
Thank you very much.
attention. I think you are-
Okay. Thanks everybody for joining.
Thank you, Singapore.
Thanks everybody from Singapore. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
for cancel. Yeah, and